Hello, ladies and gents. This is the Killed Show, episode 2. Last time, I think I talked a little too much. The beginning got boring. I'm going to try to get more to the point in future videos and get straight to the content that I'm going over. Last time, if you'll remember, we were talking about how to drop people or kill people quicker. This time, we're going to be going over staying alive in gunfights, because the longer it takes for them to kill you, that means, the more time you have to kill them. So that is what we will be going over. Here you'll see I take cover. He wasn't looking at me anyway, so it didn't matter that much. Here you'll see he actually hits the van while I take cover, giving me that kill. Here I flank the enemy, and here I go prone, which is kind of a flank as well. But all four of these kills were based on a delaying of the enemy to be able to kill me. Here's the flank. So obviously, taking cover, flanking, going prone, all these things delay the amount of time it takes for the enemy to kill you. This gives you an advantage, gives you more time to kill them. I was behind cover there. I think cover's probably the easiest way, but if you just sat under cover and camped, it doesn't always work that way. I caught this guy in a sprint. That was kind of lucky. Normally it's a little hard to catch people in a sprint. There's some footage later in the game that I'll mention when I expected to catch somebody in a sprint. Here I use tactical grenades to delay the amount of time that they can take to aim on me. Every good player that I know uses tactics, whether they notice it or not, to help delay the amount of time it takes for an enemy to kill them. So, I mean, these are definitely things that you want to incorporate in your play if you're trying to improve. Here you'll see that I retreat. I try to come back when the situation was a little bit more favorable. It was still risky, but ended up at least getting one kill out of it instead of dying immediately. Also, I probably could have got a more beast gameplay, but I decided to play a bunch of games and get ones that I used as many delaying tactics as I possibly could. Here you'll see that I do a little pop-up quick method. I try to catch him off guard to when he was sprinting. So, I mean, it's kind of popping up, catching him off guard, catching him in a sprint. Definitely helped for that kill. As you can see, he wasn't ready for it. Here, obviously, taking cover. Only my head was showing. He had the high ground, which can be an advantage, but he still wasn't expecting it. So in implementing these tactics that I'm mentioning, there's two ways I look at it. There's improvement, and then there's playing well. Improvement, example, if you're not good at jump shot and you want to learn how to jump shot, you're going to want to force jump shots in most of your engagements just to get practice at it. But it's probably going to hurt your gameplay, or you're not going to do quite as well for doing so. But this is a good tactic for learning. Now, if you want to do well, you want to have a big variety, like a library mentally, and use the right tactic for the right situation, because you can gain an advantage by using these different tactics in specific situations and controlling engagements the way that you want. Here you'll see I come up and I flank a guy here. I throw a stun on these guys so I can get around and delay their rotation. He did have tac mask, but I still think that helped anyways. I ended up going 15-5 in this first round. We are going to actually speed up this gameplay here so we can get to stuff that is more interesting. Alright, going into round 2 here. Obviously just taking a flag. As you'll see, I throw a stun here. That's just to check if anybody is on the flag or close to the flag. If there was, it would change my gameplay a little bit. I would be going for more of the objective rather than a flank here. Here as I dip down, go over, I take cover and catch this guy in a sprint. Two things that greatly delay his ability to kill me. And of course just take a flag here. Things get a little boring here, so we are going to fast forward till there is some interesting action that is involved with the subject at hand. Right here, end up getting a stealth chopper and obviously an orbital VSAT, which is a great help. Head over to the middle here. We're getting to a kill here, right here. I end up strafing to kill him. This, I believe, delayed his aim while I was strafing. This part, I kind of get lucky. I had planned to do a jump shot. That's kind of why I was sprinting. Sometimes when you sprint, you get a longer distance on that jump shot, and it could be disorienting for the enemy. But that time, it just turned into a normal sprint, and I got lucky. Again, we're going to fast forward through a bunch of this. There might be some kills in here, but they don't have to do with the subject that we're talking about. Here I strafe back and forth, and so does he. Makes it difficult for me to kill him, and also difficult for him to kill me. I ended up getting the kill on that one. But as you can see, that was delaying both of us. I caught this kid off guard. I actually had expected to catch him in a sprint, but he wasn't. I think he had a nade in his hand or something. Either way, catch this guy in the sprint. By the way, that head glitch right there, a lot of times when you peek that, you will catch people in a sprint, especially when you have objective, or when you have the B flag. A lot of people are trying to rotate and get over there to the B flag, and yeah, like I said, you catch a lot of people sprinting in that particular spot. Here I jump shot for no reason. It didn't really help delay anything, but I did it anyways. Here I checked that side. I went prone there. Since I knew he wasn't going to the left, I figured he had to go to the right because he only had so much time. Here I jump shot. I believe that actually got me the kill on that one. He seemed like he was pretty ready for me. But yeah. Fast forwarding again, trying to get to the good content, speeding it up to the stuff that you guys probably won't care about. Here I'm taking B. You'll notice that we do have a VSAT. A VSAT is a great time to start getting objectives. You know where they're going to peek, you know where they're going to come out. It makes it really easy for you to take those objectives. Here's my spot again. See that? That guy was sprinting yet again. I don't know if it was the same guy, but you catch a lot of guys sprinting there. Here's a drop shot. End up taking out both of those guys. They weren't prepared for that. Drop shots are amazing, especially at close range. Here I'm going to end up jump shotting and killing this guy. It was a terrible idea though, because I went out in the open when I knew there was 2 or 3 guys already looking down there. Bad decision, but I ended up getting 1 kill out of it. Oh yes, it is that time. Overview time. Alright, we're looking at how to live longer in gunfights. I think the #1 most common thing that you are going to be using is cover. There is a lot of cover in Black Ops 2. It seems like a lot more than other games, so head glitching and whatnot becomes a big thing. Also, flanking, I would think, is probably the second most. You definitely want to keep flanking and cover in your mind almost at all times. Jump shot, drop shot. These are ways to, with no cover, to get that advantage. Waiting prone can help basically make you look smaller to the enemy, therefore making their target smaller. Tactical nades, that's obvious how that helps. Catching people in a sprint. As you see, you can purposely catch somebody in a sprint. I mean, granted, it does come down to odds, but there is ways of, usually you have to get into your enemy's head, think what they're going to be doing, and sometimes you can do this on purpose. Popping up and retreating are two. Actually, retreating is actually a huge one. I probably should have put it higher, because retreating from gunfights that you are probably not going to win, or that aren't to your advantage, is huge, but it's not so much to deal with this topic. I think it's almost its own topic. I end up going 40-8 in this game. If you like this video, please slap a like and or subscribe if you want more content, giving you tips on Call of Duty Black Ops 2 and eventually Ghost.